Disclaimer: the information shared on this podcast is intended for educational and inspirational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. We are not licensed therapists, counselors, or medical professionals, and the content shared here should not be taken as mental health, medical, legal, or financial advice. Always consult with a qualified professional regarding any mental health, emotional, or personal development issues you may be facing. Listening to this podcast does not create a professional relationship. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not represent any official organizations or affiliations. While we aim to offer support and encouragement, your personal growth journey is your own, and you are responsible for any decisions or actions you take based on the content of this podcast. Listener discretion is advised for sensitive topics. Thank you for joining us, and remember you're not alone on this journey.
Universe of you.
What is the biggest dream of a teenager or a young adult? To move out! Absolutely. But is it a good decision?
Questionable.
Let's find out.
Again, I want to ask you, do you want to stay in with your parents or move out?
I want to move out.
Move out?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I genuinely think there are certain things about yourself that you only discover
Mm-hmm.
when you are alone. And then
Absolutely.
it kind of like grounds you into who you are as a
Yeah.
person. When you live with people, when you live with family, when you live with friends,
Yeah.
you can be your own person, but at the same time, there will always be an influence of someone else guiding your choices or whatever.
Someone dictating.
Not dictating, but more so influencing
Okay.
your choices. But when you're fully alone, you find out things about yourself that you wouldn't have otherwise. And I want to know myself at that level.
Mm-hmm. Completely agreed on that.
Yeah, and I also want an independence a bit beyond than just having space to yourself. You get it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because the biggest question is if you want to move out, is it because you want independence or you want space?
Correct. That's a question I think everyone should ask themselves before they make the decision.
Absolutely.
The big decision to either stay in or move out.
Yeah, because staying in has its own perks. Like, come on, life is way easier, especially if you have chill parents. Like, I understand it could be a little difficult when your parents are restrictive or, like, do not give you your space and all, but still, they pay most of everything. They cover all of your expenses from your rent to your groceries to all of your utility bills. You have to worry about nothing except your fun money.
Yeah. When you decide to stay in with your parents, it also depends on your relationship with them, on
Exactly.
how great you guys are with each other. Because a lot of families, I would say none of the families are perfect.
Yeah,
Every
absolutely.
family is imperfect in their own way.
Yeah.
But certain families may disrupt your progress
Yeah.
in that. And I feel when you feel it's disrupting you and your progress, they're cutting you down or you're not doing as much as you should be doing, that's when I feel it's
Necessary.
a good decision to either communicate with your parents about that you feel this way and you guys can like come down to a common ground or move out.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also true that after a point, you do outgrow places
Yeah.
and people, and you just need to move just to find where you're truly meant to be. Growth doesn't come by being stagnant.
Yeah.
So you have to keep moving, and that isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
A scary thing, an uncomfortable thing, yes, but not a bad thing.
That's how growth is meant to be. It's meant
Yeah.
to be uncomfortable
Absolutely.
because you're growing. You're not
Yeah,
where
exactly.
you were. And you know what I have realized is I didn't move out, I would say, but I went for a good vacation for a good long 3 months.
Yeah.
My 3-month break. And that's when I kind of really enjoyed my time.
Yeah.
I was happy being away, I would say, because
Yeah.
it was something super new. I've never been without my parents, without my sister for such a long time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I love being home. I love speaking to my parents end of
Yeah.
the day. I love chatting with my mom, like, throwing sarcastic jokes
Yeah.
on my dad. It's just a family thing. And, you
Yeah.
know, eating together, doing things together, watching a movie together, staying up all night, like midnight snacks with your sister.
Yeah.
It's things like I genuinely cherish. And I feel that's what makes me complete.
True, I get
So-
that feeling.
That's when I was like, okay, like even if I move out, I can always come back in.
Yeah,
Because
always.
it's not like my parents will shut down the door for me saying that get out, like
Yeah.
you're gone. But again, if you think it's a great experience, I feel everyone in their life should
Experience
move out.
that at least once.
Yeah, at least once. Like just move out, go make mistakes. I don't know, figure out how to do laundry by yourself, cook meals,
Yo, if
wash the
somebody does
dishes.
not-
Like do everything by yourself, but experience it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's something you learn. As you said, you discover yourself in ways you never thought. Like, I never thought I could cook that well, dude.
Crazy.
Because my mom's genuinely a very great
Yeah.
chef. She cooks absolutely delicious foods. So I do know how to cook, but I've always helped her out.
Yeah.
But when I moved out is when I realized, oh, I do have my mom's genes in me that I can
Yeah.
cook myself too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I think I was just really lazy. I was taking my mom's food for granted is
Yeah.
where I didn't, I would say, upskill my cooking skills.
I get that. The point that you mentioned about your parents not gonna kick you out,
Yeah.
there are certain cultures that actually do kick their children out the moment that they turn 18. Yeah, which is absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because us coming from Asian culture and living in the Middle East culture, for us, we're very community driven, very family oriented,
Yeah.
we're very collectivistic
Right.
people. So we have a lot of emphasis on family values, on family unity, and staying together. And
Yeah.
sometimes what happens is if you bring up the point of leaving, it becomes like a whole argument where the parents of the family is like, oh, did something happen? Did we do something? Why do you want to leave? Did we do something wrong? Are we not enough? So you kind of becomes like an emotional blackmail of a sort.
Yeah. And then they involve money in that, saying that why do you want to spend extra money on rent
Yeah.
when you have a home?
Exactly.
You know, again, staying by yourself is a big expense, by the way. It looks fun. It's romanticized a lot.
It's not easy.
But it's definitely not easy at all. Again, I love bringing this topic, social media. Social media makes it looks like, okay, cute apartments, coffee runs, freedom. You have the free will to do anything.
at any time.
Yeah, and then late night grocery shoppings and everything. But no one really talks about the loneliness, the bills. Dude, the bills. I kid you not. In the current generation we are living, with how expensive everything has become to live. And on top of that, if you want to live alone, I don't know. But again, yeah, loneliness, financial anxiety, eating instant noodles for survival because you don't have time to cook for yourself.
That is the worst thing and the most biggest misconception. People assume that just because you're alone, you're gonna have abundance of time. That is
Yeah.
actually not true because there's nobody doing all of the other work for
Yeah.
you. Like right now, you have your mom cooking for you, maybe even doing your laundry or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that is how you're actually able to spend the whole day out working or
Yeah.
whatever. Now imagine you have to spend 5 days a week working a 9 to 5.
Oh my
Then you come back
God.
home, you have to clean your own apartment, do your own laundry, change your own bed sheets,
Yep.
cook for the whole week or
Yeah.
every day or whatever, however you're managing that, okay? All of that on your own, and then you have whatever overtime work that you have to finish for your office or the
Yeah.
next day or whatever. It's generally not as easy because you only have 24 hours a day.
Yeah. And constantly keeping up with this every single day, it can be exhausting.
Yeah,
Because we
exactly.
only see a day in my life, a day in my independent life. You see aesthetic grocery shoppings, you see peaceful, slow morning routines.
It's all curated. It's not, it's reality.
It may be for some people, but it's not for the majority of us.
Exactly.
Like, so some people begin craving independence emotionally.
Before they're realistically ready for it financially.
Yep. Coming back to finance, you know, I read this one article by economist Rohan Shah, where he confirms that Gen Z cannot afford to live on their own. That they rely on their parents for financial support due to the state of economy.
That is absolutely true.
I 100% agree with Mr. Shah because, dude, have you seen the prices of everything right now?
Yeah, absolutely. And have you seen the salary ranges? It is
Oh
crazy.
my god, companies are underpaying people, overworking with them.
Yeah.
How is one meant to make ends meet? How?
Yeah. And
I don't get it.
I genuinely understand why the independence or living alone has been glorified in our culture.
Yeah.
Because you can at times have overbearing parents or not have the freedom to make your own decisions. What happens a lot is people confuse the ability to make their own decisions with moving out or with independence. Parents need to give children the space to make their own
Yeah.
decision and deal with the consequences that comes with
Yeah.
those decisions. I understand that parents are just trying to prevent a negative outcome, but
Yeah.
your child is not gonna learn unless and until it does not
Yeah.
she does not fall down.
Yeah.
You have to let them fall so that they can learn to pick themselves up.
Yeah.
Take off those training wheels.
Yeah, because parents are protective. That's how they're meant to be. Especially I've noticed with like girl dads, they protect their girls so much, like overprotect them at
Yeah.
a point where you need to let them go someday and
Yeah.
like, bro, go fall, make mistakes. I don't know, but bounce back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you always have their back, like, but let them go sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
And this also comes with decision making. If you are from a joint family, that's a whole big thing to speak
Yeah,
about.
because it's not just you. Then your decision does not have to only rely on your parents, but then
Yeah.
15 other people
And you
have
need
to take in account.
Yeah, I need to make sure that everyone is okay with that decision.
Swear to God, that's so stupid.
And I've been living in a nuclear family since I was born, I think. I don't remember the first few years of me living. But yeah, I don't think I've relied on anyone else other than my parents' validation with any decision I make. And I think it only has to make sense to them and me, and everyone else can just
Yeah,
buy.
yeah. I have actually seen both sides of this. I live in a nuclear family now,
Yeah.
but I've also seen and experienced living in a full joint family. It is not a pleasurable experience.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a pain.
Yeah.
Especially if the people over there are not the people who take other people's decisions,
Oh.
not success, decisions or opinions into account and are like stubborn on their own decisions only.
Yeah.
It is such a task to live with them. I cannot think of anything worse, and it's those kind of people that make me hell bent stuck on moving out. I do not care
Yeah.
how difficult it is going to be moving out, but then living with such people becomes physically suffocating.
And mentally, they drain you too.
Exactly.
I think that's the only time I've lived with a joint family or with my extended family is when I go for vacations in India, back to my hometown. Is when like everyone back then, this was not even now, when we
Yeah.
went to schools and we
Yeah.
were like younger, we had summer break at the same time for
Yeah.
everyone, is when I would meet everyone. It's fun. Definitely fun, but for a short time, I would say.
Exactly.
Or
It's
maybe
only good when
because-
it's a short time.
Yeah, because maybe I've lived in a way where I prefer being with my parents and I'm someone who's emotionally connected to them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would genuinely want to move out some days, but I think it's just for space. And because I'm already very independent, I feel at home.
That's nice.
They're very supportive of that. But some days I just need space.
Yeah, true. And one thing, here comes a lot of gender disparity.
Oh,
where
please.
it's still accepted if a man moves out, if a guy moves out, that's like, oh, he's becoming a man, woohoo. But if a daughter moves out, that's a whole different thing. And now the whole society is
Yeah,
apparently involved. Like, why is the society involved in my life?
Yeah.
Are they paying my bills? Are they getting my home? Are they buying me
Yeah.
food? No, then why are they involved?
And I've seen common questions like, why does she need to move out? What will other people say?
Who are these other people?
Is it safe for her to move out? What if she's into some trouble? And then why can't she just stay home until her marriage?
Why is marriage even a question? Like, brother, I don't want to get
I
married.
don't think like moving out is about finances for a lot of women out there.
Yeah, for women, a lot of them, it's just about having their own space
Yeah.
to breathe and make decisions. Because a
Yeah.
lot of the time, the biggest sacrifice that they have to make is give up their ability to make decisions. Everything is pre-decided for them, and they just have to live it out as if somebody else has written their life, and they get zero say in it.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to be okay if you are not allowed to make even a single decision of your life? Like, you may like XYZ food, but you're not even allowed to eat it because somebody else has decided that. Like, such a mundane thing, a basic necessity as a food, and even that you can't decide on yourself. that is when it is so important for you to break the barriers, break the boundaries, and move out.
Yeah, and it's a very common saying that log kya kahenge, what will other people say. I hate this.
I swear to God.
Why does anyone else care about my life? Do I care about theirs? Hell no. Do I have the time? No. Why do they have the time?
Exactly. Why do you want to shove your nose into my business? Keep your nose to yourself. You're not Pinocchio.
Yeah, and I've seen this in Desi households a lot, where for a woman her marriage is her independence, but they don't realize when she's into a marriage, it's just more responsibility.
Not more responsibility. It is more restricted because at least with
Oh,
your
please,
parents,
yeah.
you can fucking fight because you've lived with them for 20, 30 years and they've dealt with your tantrums and everything for
Not
such a
even
long.
tantrums, but just something you want to speak about.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have put up with
Yeah.
you, they know all of that, but then now you have to start from zero all over again and you think that's gonna give
Yeah.
independence. It is not.
Like, where is she gonna have time to manage her family, husband's family, extended families, household
Work life,
chores,
everything.
work crowd, friends? Life changes, and soon then she becomes a mother. When does she get her independence?
There is no independence, and what even is the point? Which is why I genuinely think moving out is so important. But again, it's not a cakewalk, okay? It is so difficult. The financial aspect apart, okay? Once the whole initial excitement dies down,
Yeah.
okay, the loneliness really hits you hard.
It slaps you, dude. Not even hits you.
Exactly. And then the silence gets so loud that independence slowly becomes isolation.
Oh, correct.
Especially if you're moving like abroad. At least over here, you had like, your friends that you can call and they're like maximum half an hour or 1 hour away, especially if you live in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay. If they're a whole country apart, then you have no one.
Yeah.
And that is genuinely difficult. People don't understand that. On top of that, if there's a language barrier, oh god.
Yeah.
And then everything is going to have a local preference. So you have to build that from scratch.
Like, start your life again.
Exactly. And accent, okay? Again, with language being a barrier, even if you have mastered the language, their accent will be there. And even if people appreciate it or are kind to you when it comes to the accent, that is still the first thing that they're going to notice about you. Some will admire it, some will mock it, but nobody will ignore it.
Yeah. And I feel the decision of moving out should not just come from one situation or one circumstance that, oh, I had a fight with my mom. I don't think I can live with her. I
That
need
is
to
what
move
we
out.
see in cartoons.
That's a little unrealistic, okay? It's a big decision again. You need to think about it like, I don't know, hundreds of times.
Have a proper
millions
plan.
of times. You need to have a plan, correct? You just can't one fine day get up and be like, I can't deal with you anymore and I need to go. That's not happening. And some days you secretly just love being with your parents.
Yeah.
But somewhere down the lane you just hold yourself saying like, no, I don't want to live with them anymore. Like, why do you want to self-sabotage yourself?
Exactly. I remember earlier you mentioned that, you miss the late night snacking
Yeah.
with your sister. Genuinely, I believe that if I ever move out, I know homesickness would not constantly be in the back of my head, but obviously it comes in waves. Some days it's going to crash out really hard for you,
Yeah.
especially if you're PMSing or something.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, versus sometimes it's just gonna come once in a while, once in a few months, maybe every night in the
Yeah.
beginning, but it's gonna be there. And generally, one thing that I believe I'm gonna miss the most is how my brother very subtly but very indirectly tells me that he wants to eat something. So I
Aw.
cook, right? So he won't never say, Didi, can you make XYZ? I want it, I'm missing it, I'm craving it.
Yeah.
He'll be like, Didi, it's been a while that you've made this, nah? Don't you think Mama or Papa would want it? Or like,
Sneaky
Didi.
kid.
Yeah, he will never say he wants it. He'll be like, Didi, are you craving this? Didi,
my
you haven't made this in a while. He will never say it. I'm like, you want? He's like, no, but if you want to eat, I will eat a little bit.
I mean, again,
I'm
when
gonna
you-
miss that the most.
When you're with your siblings, it's a whole different way
Yeah.
you live life. And the fact that with siblings is when you grow, if you or your sibling decide to move out for studies or for
Yeah.
anything, then the distance comes anyways.
Yeah.
It's when you like really miss the bond, the
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And this is not just for females, by the way, not just for girls. We're speaking in general for like
Yeah,
guys
everyone.
as well. Because I've seen my cousins move out. I've seen them struggle, settle, find life their
Yeah.
way. But always like speak back to us, to their mums, and like complain sometimes. About things,
Yeah.
which is very valid. Because
Yeah.
the way guys in general, no offense to anyone, have been pampered specifically in Asia where they won't really do anything themselves.
Household stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like, okay, making your own tea or like just doing the basic stuff. It comes to their ego that, oh, men aren't meant to do that. But in today's day and age, when men are moving out and doing things themselves, is a really, really great achievement.
Yeah, I genuinely do not understand this. That it's more so like it's not even the guys that have a problem with
Yeah.
cooking or anything. It's the mothers.
I've
Like,
seen it.
how do you expect your son to live on his own if he cannot, if you're not even allowing himself to learn
Yeah.
how to do the basic things?
Yeah, and
Like, my brothers have no problem
Mhm.
learning to do all of this. Like, they have no problem to learn how to cook and everything. And I'm always like, yeah,
Ready
my
to
brothers
teach
need
them.
to learn how to cook and all
Yeah.
of that thing. My mom has so much problem with it.
oh.
And I don't understand. I'm like, your sons cannot even do their own laundry. How are they going to live on their own?
Yeah, no, on that aspect, I would say that my dad is a great, great, great chef. He cooks way beyond amazing than my mom cooks.
Same. Oh
Okay,
my god.
and
Okay,
the
he does not
fact-
cook better than mom, but like still.
No, the fact that my mom knows it too, and she herself claims it that, okay, dad cooks better than her. Certain dishes, not all.
Yeah,
not all,
certain dishes
not all.
dad cooks better.
Not all, but even like my cousins in general who are like my age, a little older to me, they can cook everything.
Yeah,
They
and they
can
should.
survive on their own because the way girls and guys have been brought up in my house is the same. There's no differentiation that, oh, you're a guy, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you're
Yeah.
a girl, don't do that. We have been given the full freedom to do whatever we want. And the fact that the person who moved out first from our house, like the cousins, was my sister.
Let's go.
My cousin brothers are still in the country,
That
still
is
around
crazy.
in a different state. But my sister moved out, like
That
out,
is
out,
amazing.
out.
So proud of her.
It was a difficult decision. She
Yeah.
loves staying with her parents too.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she is living her life there
Yeah.
too. But coming back to skills with guys and girls, please. Everyone should know the basic survival skills. Like
It's for everyone.
it's not cooking doesn't mean it's meant for ladies only, and like let's say carpentering is just meant for men only. You should know the basic
Yeah,
to
exactly.
live on your own. Specifically, if you plan to move out, dude, learn the basic skills. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But damn, I wanna just live with my friend though. I just wanna move out with Arya.
Same. I so badly.
It's a
want
dream,
that.
right?
It
It's a
is.
dream.
It is. And even if I want to live with my best friend, I still want at least a whole year to live on my own. That is
For sure.
something
Experience
that I
it.
want. Yeah.
Experience it. But have fun. I would love to see where everyone goes if they stay in or they move out, but make the most out of it. Enjoy your time wherever you are.
So have fun, and we're gonna see you next season.
This season was really fun.
Yeah.
And one last time, remember, there's no right way to live your life.
Just your way.
So choose boldly
Live fully.
and trust yourself a little bit more.
We've got your back.
Yup.
So firstly, okay, go.
Children at the age of 20.
No, chill. Parents.
Remember, there's no right way to live your life.
Just your way.
So choose boldly
Live fully.
and trust yourself a little more.
We've got your back.